Welcome back to Becky Cooks. Let's make this akara and pap together. So first of all, this is our pap. This is millet and corn, the yellow corn and millet. Is it millet? Then I added in ginger, and then I'm also going to be adding cloves and the other spice they use for kunu. I don't know the name, but the Hausa people sells it. So this is time to blend it. I already soaked it in water for 3 days, changing the water each day for it to be very soft and well soaked. So it's time to blend. This is the easiest way to make your pap, and you still retain the fiber and the nutrients of your pap. So with this method, you don't need to sieve and let it strain and all those long process, and you still have your very yummy pap. You see those stubborn ones that think they can escape justice. I'm going to deal with them very soon. So I removed those ones, those ginger ones. I removed them, and I'm going to add it to the next batch to blend. You can see how smooth this is. So there's no point sieving it at all. Making pap has never been easier than this, and can never be easier than this. So at the end of the day, everything is all smooth and we are literally done, just to package it. So this is the beans from the last time I told you I washed lots of beans, and I'll be using the rest, storing it in the freezer to make akara. So this is the akara. So to that, I just added in a little bit of onion and tatashe pepper. That's like bell pepper or something like that. So I added in a little bit of water. So to make your akara, you don't want it to be too runny, so you add just little water. So you can see that you can use your beans that you store in the freezer after washing it for you to have a faster mealtime prep. Wash your beans, store in the freezer, and you are good to go whenever you want to make your akara, even though it's for breakfast, as early as whatever time your akara is ready. So after blending it, transfer it into your bowl. So you have to use something long like this to scoop out all the excess, so you won't be tempted to add in water to rinse, because you don't want it to be watery. So it's not going to be as watery as for moi moi. So I added a little bit of water to rinse the blender, and I poured that into the mixture. And this is what we have. This is the texture. You can still loosen it up a little bit, but we'll see as it goes. So sprinkle your salt to taste. So basically you're using just salt. You're not using Maggi, you're not using anything like that for your akara. Just salt is fine. So I tasted for the salt, and I decided to go in with just a little bit more. And whisk with this whisk. I loosen it up with a little bit of water. And this whisk, the function of it is to make it airy and light. So as you're dropping it in the oil, you can see that it's floating up. So with that, you are going to get yourself very fluffy and soft, yummy akara. So you can never go wrong with this recipe, with this method, with this procedure of making your akara. And you can see that whether you make it, you wash it from scratch, or you wash and save in your freezer, the result is the same. So there's no point going through that stress whenever you want to make your akara. Then it's time to make a pap. You dilute a little bit of the pap with just a tiny bit of water, and then you add in your boiling water gradually. So making pap just takes experience. You can never get a perfect recipe to make pap. It just has to do with your experience. You have to try it out and understand how the texture and everything. So you can see that it's well done, smooth and yummy. So if yours did not get thick immediately like this after pouring the hot water, just take it to your microwave for few seconds and it will thicken up, so you don't have to worry about that at all. So it's time to enjoy our yummy goodness for breakfast, for dinner, even for lunch. Any time of the day you want to have your akara and pap, basically you can have it. There's no fast rule or strict rule about eating. So I just enjoy that with milk for that extra yumminess, and then enjoy. So to the rest of the pap, we're going to store this in the freezer to use whenever we want. So when it's time for you to use it, you can bring it out from the freezer a day before and let it defrost, and you just scoop and use. So that's why I don't want to pour it. It's better to pour it in smaller containers, so that when you bring it out to defrost, you can just let that be in the fridge pending when you exhaust that one. Then you go to take another one. So these are the containers I'm using to store them. So will you be trying this? Let me know your thoughts. I love the flavor of the ginger came through in the pap, and it was so yummy and nice. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you prefer this method that has all the fiber or the nutrients, or you prefer the one that you still sieve with water, let it rest, pour the water out, pour it inside the akamu cloth, use a heavy object to press on it, like all those long procedure? Which one will you prefer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And thank you all for watching. Like, share this video, and I'll see you again. So this is what we got from just a little quantity of grains. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.